Turn me round, turn us around, turn us around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn us around. Ain't gonna let.
On Monday, October 13th, 20 demonstrators, including Dr. Cornel West, among other faith leaders and activists, were arrested as they carried out civil disobedience at the Ferguson police station after their demands to meet with local officials were denied.
We're here because we love the young folk, and we're going to bear witness. We want them to know that there's some older generation, brothers and sisters of all colors, who are willing to put their bodies on the line so that justice can roll down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream.
This was the latest in renewed protest in Ferguson, demanding the arrest of Officer Darren Wilson, who killed unarmed black teen Michael Brown. Dozens have been arrested in the latest wave of protests that began on Friday as part of Ferguson October, a national and international campaign to keep pressure up on local, statewide, and national authorities to take action months after Brown's killing.
Hey, convict! Send that killer cop to jail!
The first began in the morning at the Office of Prosecuting Attorney Robert McCullough, who was in charge of the investigation of Officer Wilson. Activists are demanding that McCullough be taken off of the case as they believe that his bias is in favor of law enforcement because his father was an officer killed in the line of duty. One of the more tense marches happened later in the evening when a large crowd swelled at the Ferguson Police Department, where officers blocked the entrance onto the steps of the station. The protesters eventually traveled to the Shaw neighborhood in St. Louis, where they were met by the SLMPD, who were already dressed in riot gear.
Why can't we walk across the bridge? On the sidewalk. Public property. Why? Why?
Despite quite a bit of tension between law enforcement and the protesters, the night ended peacefully. One main theme that ran throughout the speeches delivered at the Justice for All March was that the movement that began in Ferguson cannot die in Ferguson.
Even though the news cameras, the glitz and the glamour has left the city, the foot soldiers, the young people, we have not packed up our bags, we have not went home, we're not going to go home. This is not a fly-by-night moment. This is not a made-for-TV revolution. This is real people standing up to a real problem and saying, we ain't taking it no more.
Many of the speakers emphasized how it is necessary for those who were present to continue to support what is happening in Missouri, but it is also necessary for them to organize in their hometowns.
The key part to this for me is that we had a very bloody August, we had a rebellious September, and now we here. We gotta go home. We gotta go back to the hoods, the projects, your parish, your town, your city, your borough. And I'm gonna do like Stokely Carmichael said, we must organize, and organize.
The entire nation will be watching as the people who are involved in the protests following Mike Brown's death continue to work with people across the country and around the world to address what they consider to be an unjust system of policing.
A Real News team is reporting on the ground from Ferguson, so go to therealnews.com to stay updated on the latest. This is Jessel North.
Gonna let no police turn us around. We gonna keep on marching. We gonna keep on talking, marching up the freedom land. Everybody.